What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of asking fitness questions that nobody asked for the answer to. On today's episode, we're answering the question, do dead hangs actually increase grip strength? This one has taken a little bit of time to come to fruition. So just after the first of the year, I ordered some calisthenics equipment off of Temu. One of the things that I got was a grip strength tester. And unfortunately, it put on display how incredibly weak my grip strength is.
Come on.
So I set out to change that. In the beginning, I set out to do max holds of dead hangs for multiple sets, increasing week by week, and see what the progress was after a certain amount of time.
Day 1 of dead hanging. Day 2, dead hang.
Day 3 of the dead hang. Alrighty, day 4 of the dead hang. Dead hang, day number 5. Unfortunately, I got a little cocky and I thought I could do a one-arm dead hang. I thought, I can hang on the bar for quite a while. I can do a bunch of pull-ups, I'm strong enough to do this. And I thought, let's hang from one arm. And unfortunately, I can't hang from the bar from one arm for very long. Maybe just a few seconds. One arm dead hang. And we're off. About 5 seconds. Not only that, it attributed to injuring my shoulder, which caused me to not be able to do dead hangs for almost a week straight and hardly do any lifting during that time as well. And then there was some recovery time after that. Eventually, I got back to doing dead hangs, but in a more simple and plain manner, something that I like to include in my warm-up. I'll do some shoulder movements, and then I'll go ahead and hang from the bar for about a minute, just to get everything nice and warmed up and stretched out before I do any of my lifts. So the question is, consistently doing dead hangs every single time that I lift, has it increased my grip strength? Well, that's what we're gonna find out today. So the very first time I did the dead hang for a max hold, I could hold the bar for about 1 minute and 15 seconds. So the question is, 3 months down the line, after doing several dead hangs, how much has that time increased? Not only are we gonna find out if my max hold time has increased, we're also gonna find out if my overall grip strength has increased. The way we're gonna do that is we're gonna use the grip strength measurement. 3 months ago, I was only able to hit about 94 pounds on the grip strength meter. It didn't matter what I did or how I did it. For whatever reason, I couldn't break 100. So the question is, can I get a higher number today? I'm definitely feeling pretty hopeful, but let's go ahead and answer this question. All right, so we have the handy dandy iPhone timer. We're gonna go ahead and grab the bar and see how long we can last. Honestly, don't get me wrong, my forearms absolutely get pumped when I do that. And my hands are hurting, but it's more so my calluses than anything. Like, those things just get absolutely roasted. I feel like if I had some chalk, I could definitely do a longer time on there. But we hit just over 1.5 minutes, which I can't say that I'm like super impressed by or really proud of. I don't think it's a crazy time. I don't think it's a terrible time either. In the very beginning, I was taking the dead hangs super seriously, and then I injured my shoulder and I really had to taper back and just take things super easy because, like I said in my last video, I'm not willing to hurt myself for these videos. But I do want to answer these questions. So we're gonna give ourselves a good amount of time to rest and recover from the dead hang, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab the grip strength tester and see what the numbers are looking like now. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, my arch nemesis, the grip strength tester, is back. So I feel like we've given ourselves, 3-4 minutes to recover from the dead hang. It's time to do some pulls on this grip strength tester and see if we can get a better number than we got last time. I'm really hoping for some improvement. We did a slight improvement on the dead hang. I do want to be clear that I do use lifting straps when I train my back because I think my grip is that limiting factor when I'm doing pull-ups or, Smith machine rows, things of that nature. I feel like my back and my biceps are a lot stronger than my grip strength is. So obviously doing them with the wrist straps hasn't helped my grip strength along my journey. So hopefully with the addition to the dead hangs and continuing to do that in the future, it will just get better and better along the way. So it's time to find out. Have we improved our actual grip strength. Let's do it. All right, so we'll test out the right hand first, and then we'll go to the left hand. 105.3. I was definitely hoping for more, but that is more than last time. All right, so we're not getting weaker, so that's a good sign. We love to see that, but definitely always striving to hit bigger and better numbers. Let's give it another go. So 103.8, so consistently better. Time to find out if the left hand has gotten any stronger. $105.1. All right, so a clear improvement overall. So I think we can clearly say that doing dead hangs definitely does increase your grip strength. So I will say I only train 4 days a week, so I only do dead hangs 4 days a week. And I was probably hanging for about a minute every single time that I did dead hangs. I wasn't doing multiple sets or taking it to absolute failure every single time. I would just hang from the bar until I felt like my grip strength was starting to give out, and then I would call that a good warm-up. I wasn't training it like I train every other muscle, so you won't see the same kind of improvements. It was only one set, so I would imagine with more volume, you would get better progress. But even with one simple set every time that I went to work out, I'm still getting clear gains on my grip strength. So without a shadow of a doubt, dead hangs do increase your grip strength. I will say that this entire time, I have also been on a lean bulk as well. I'm up over 5 pounds from the original weight when I first did the grip strength tester. But that also means that I am a little bit heavier hanging from the bar as well. But when you're in a caloric surplus, you can put on muscle a little bit more easily and get your gains just a little bit faster. So even with just 4 dead hang sets every single week, I'm still getting some positive gains. So I would implore you, go ahead and try and start doing some dead hangs, or even just do it like a warm-up like I do every single day. Especially if you don't use lifting straps when you're doing pulling movements, it's gonna help your overall back and bicep workouts. If you guys enjoyed the video, click on one of the other videos on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you all on the next one. I think it was a little semi-interesting, right?